Hi guys. It's been forever. I just had to get on here because things are changing, man. It's time to take charge and get back to life that's normal, but that's really not normal. Sorry, trying to plug in my computer. So COVID happened. Last time I made a video was, sorry, I shouldn't laugh because it's not a laughing matter, especially if you were affected by it. COVID rocked my world, and I'm sure it rocked yours and everybody else's. I made my last video, I think in December or something like that. And now I've hit 7 years post-op. I had surgery, VSG surgery on June 13th, 2013, I think. Yeah, 13. And as of last week, my highest, surgery weight was, I think, 260. Sorry, I don't have my stats every time. 7 years out, you kind of like lose that. But I was around 260. I thought surgery date was 250, but I don't think so, because when I say I lost 80 pounds, I only got down to 180. So it had to be 260, just math-wise. This week earlier I gained, and last week 250. I'm up to 250, so I've almost gained every pound back. And I've been following, I just have a lot of thoughts because I've been following all the Facebook groups like bariatric surgery and sleeved and whatever, gastric bypass, all the things. And of course, when you're sleeved, you still have the option to do a revision to gastric bypass. And actually I was talking to another friend about this week too, that she's thinking about a revision. I was thinking about a revision, but I just don't want to have another surgery. And I feel like I don't want to go through all that again for the possibility that I could gain it back like I did with VSG. And so I've been thinking a lot. 2 years ago, I went to a meeting for food addicts, and I just wasn't ready to commit at that time. I had too much going on. You have to go to 3 meetings a week. It's a lot. And so this past week, I decided, my sister started it up again, and so I decided to do it. All the meetings are online, which makes it so much easier because I live kind of out of the city. So yesterday I started Food Addicts Anonymous Recovery Program. It's actually called Food Addicts Recovery, Food Addiction Recovery. There's another word. Anonymous, Recovery Anonymous. I think that's it. But we just call it FA. So I weighed in yesterday at 245. I had kind of started the diet a little earlier just to get a feel for it. It's hardcore, guys. But then I thought about it and I was like, this isn't more hardcore than my surgery was. I mean, it's way more food. I actually had to get an exception to do meals every 2 hours because you're not only allowed to have 3 meals a day and nothing in between, and it cannot vary from the day, the morning you talk to your sponsor, you tell her your food for that day, everything's weighed and measured, and it's very exact and precise. It's a lot of food for me, so I had to ask to eat every 2 hours, especially dinner. It takes me like 2 hours to eat the dinner. It's so much food, but it's like all vegetables. It's like a lot of vegetables, which are not my favorite. So, but anyways, I just committed to it because I decided if I did surgery, if I'm willing to do that, then I have to be willing to do something else that has more support. Not saying that surgery doesn't have support, but you don't have a person you call every morning and commit your food to. You don't like weigh in and tell your sponsor monthly what your weigh-in is. You can do it on your videos every day, but it's only accountable to yourself. I felt like I just needed to be accountable to another person. And with the weekly meetings, it's also more about the spirit and God and the spiritual side, the physical side, and the mental side. All of it's being supported. And so I just decided I need more than that. I am a food addict. I don't know, like anyone that has the surgery that isn't. It's possible there isn't, but there's 12 questions. I'll try to link them below or something. But I mean, I totally had addiction habits. Like I'd go to the store and buy a piece of cake and maybe a candy bar and then eat it in the car and throw it away before I got home. Fast food, I'd go run an errand and go to McDonald's and just eat by myself. I mean, I didn't overeat, but I definitely liked to eat often and eat different snacks and things that were not good for me. Like overall though, I've been on and off a diet for my whole life since I was 12. So I've always like tried to eat good food, and even in surgery, it was like a forced lifestyle, like you had to. But then as soon as you could like test that boundary, like I would with after surgery, and that's how all this weight's come back. So anyways, for those of you that are just had surgery or are going to have surgery or did have surgery before and are still doing great, props to you. For me, I always think everything's a personal decision, but I just needed more support. So this program I'm really excited about, and it's free, and I'm tired of paying for gimmicks and pills and things that and programs and surgeries. Like I just can't keep paying for all these things. And even though this is totally hardcore, the most hardcore thing I've ever done, and I cried yesterday and I cried the day before, and I'll probably cry for the next couple weeks, because honestly my emotions have nowhere to go because they're not going to food. They're being dealt with and it's a lot. So anyways, I'll check back in and let you know how I'm doing if you're interested. I still am a VSG patient and have to treat myself as such, especially with getting that exception. And it changed my life, and it changed my life for the better, and I don't ever regret it. But I just wish there was a little more tools that were available, more support. I wasn't saying there isn't any support, but I just wish there was more support. So anyways, okay, I will talk to you later. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. I'll try to put some links or something in the video so you can see. Okay, I mean below. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.